Is my old ass saying that chick's been saying for years. You act like you created something, you dumbass.
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Tuesday morning with Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover legends. The legends would be Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, and her square is not up and bright yet, but Sexy Mo. We'll see if she'll pop in today. We'll see. You know, she may have tapped out. We've been known to tap out every once in a while. Now, for those who don't know, Sexy Mo has responsibilities beyond this show. Yes, she has. She has a son. She's a mom, and she's on her own. In the words of Patti LaBelle, she's on her own, and she is
and she's like the queen for the Zetas or something like for her.
Queen for the Zetas, and she's everywhere. She's everywhere, and I'm never there. Like she's everywhere, and So anyway, Mo hopefully will pop up because I actually scheduled the show out. I took time out, and I actually put allegedly early because I like having her here when we have our subjects. But because Mo's not here right now, I don't know if all my hard work is going to go to waste or not. We start the show every morning by asking my fellow teammates how their night was. And sometimes it's quite predictable, but I still think it's a nice version of the show where we can find out some character definition on what my fellow teammates do in their regular time, in their real life time, not in the fun time that we have here, because this is nothing but fun. We have a lot of fun. So Jay Black, how was your night last night, homie? How was your
night? Night was Wheel of Fortune family time. It was good. We rooted, it's college week. This young black dude killed the game. That was real good.
So the black guy won.
He killed it. He won a trip to South Africa, a trip to Maui, Hawaii.
I think that was
all this money.
I think that was rigged. That was rigged.
And he won a car at the end.
If he had a black guy and they had a trip to South Africa, that was rigged.
I said Lakers rigged.
Yeah, they said
how
that.
did he just happen to win South Africa? Yeah. What is going on here? But no, he's
that's like me being on Wheel of Fortune and I win a trip to a liquor store. Like, really? Y'all got trips to liquor stores?
I thought you were gonna say Puerto Rico.
They got trips to liquor stores.
Puerto Rico.
No, liquor stores, it's really rigged. They ain't never had a trip to a liquor store and I get to spend the night. Are you serious? For those who know, character definition is when you learn more about the people that you listen to and watch on the show. That's what character definition. And character definition, the reason why Jay Black watches shows is that he roots for black people. If there are no black people on the show, 9 out of 10 times he will turn the channel. Okay, back to Jay Black. Go ahead, Jay Black.
Well, kind of not true, but somewhat. I like to support and root. I love to see people that look like me, and I like to root for them to win. So, so I don't necessarily say I turn it off because I love Survivor and I love a lot of Big Brothers, and it's using that a lot.
No, but you've turned a lot of shows. You will not watch a lot of shows because they don't have black people.
If I feel like it was some injustice, I can't continue to watch because then I get myself worked up, and why do that? So
no, that's not the case. You won't go see movies that don't have black people.
Okay, you got me with some aspects.
Yeah, stop. You're a racist. I'm
not a racist though. I am not.
You're a racist.
Just because you're pro-black doesn't mean you're a racist.
No. When you say I leave places because there's no black people, you're a racist.
No, I don't feel comfortable. If I don't feel comfortable, I remove myself from that situation, from that environment.
When you go to a function for your kid at school and you already know there ain't gonna be no black people.
Yeah,
and you still gonna leave her? You already know. There ain't gonna be no black people. You already know.
Yeah. It's usually about one. It's usually one other, but then they're half and half, and they don't really.
Now he judging. They half and half. Now he judging. Now he judging the blackness. Now he's telling people how black they really are.
No, I'm saying like the spouses. Either way, I just like to feel comfortable when I'm
half
out
and half.
I like to feel comfortable. If I can't, feel comfortable in my personal time, I just remove myself.
Right.
But
that
yeah,
was
but
Wheel of
that was it.
Fortune.
But it was Wheel of Fortune, a little Monday Night Football. Actually, you know what? I turned Monday Night Football off to watch Love and Hip Hop, the reunion. I guess the reunion is the season.
That's the problem. That's the problem with black people now. That's the whole problem,
it was
right
the first
there.
episode, and I wanted to
That's
watch
the whole problem. That's the whole problem that we support that shit. That's the whole problem.
Love and Hip Hop reunion, season episode 1. Yep. So I did that, and then
that is the whole problem right there. You don't see a problem with that, Jay?
Watching Love and Hip Hop? No, it's entertaining. What do you mean?
It's a disgusting show.
Love and Hip Hop is disgusting.
Yeah, it's a disgusting show. It's a disgusting portrayal on what black love is supposed to be.
Well, yeah, it's not all black love. You're following the lives of a lot of people. Like Chrissy came back on there. You know, Jim Jones, Chrissy. You got a lot of the former people that we used to watch season after season. They all come together. It's entertaining. You know, you're watching.
No, it's real.
Tierra Marie and Alexis Sky have beef. You're watching, Carly Red have beef with,
look at that. Look with the dialogue. Look at what the whole. It's nothing but beef.
Did Jimmy and Chrissy get past their issue? Because I heard she didn't want to get married to him now.
That's coming up in this season. They teased that about her asking Jim asking where we want to get married at, and she's saying, well, shouldn't the question be, do I still want to get married? So they teased that part. So coming up in the season, we'll see how their relationship go.
Yeah, I saw the little thing on something, Instagram or TikTok, where he's asking her that, and she got he got mad because he didn't like her answer.
You know what's funny? I had a joke. This is weird. I had a joke right now, right? Mm-hmm. And then I thought it was inappropriate, but it's a joke that I would have said like at Hot 97. Like I would have wrote the joke and we would have said the joke. But now, because
10 years later, or whatever,
10 years later, whatever amount of years later,
5.
Y'all done messed everything up. Y'all people done messed everything up.
Stacey Mitchell don't care. She tease it anyway. Who cares?
You want to know?
Jesus, man. That is, see how y'all have messed comedy up. I was gonna say Christy said no, but her mold agreed to the engagement. The mold agreed to get married. That's just funny to me. The mold on her face.
I know what you're talking about,
but that would have been a joke that we and Jonesy would have made me write the top 5 things that the mold says. That the mold says. Yes. Number 5.
It's not funny to me.
It's always cold. It's always cold.
It's always cold. But I wouldn't say it now. See, Mo giggling. She know.
Moles, they call them beauty marks, though, right?
No, that's not a beauty mark. And no offense, she's still a pretty woman. I'm just saying, no, that's still a pretty woman.
But Love and Hip Hop reunion came on yesterday, and I watched the first episode. And I'm likely going to follow along.
I don't know why you watch it. I don't get it. You
feel like a lot of the people, like their storylines, so you want to see how the storylines play out. So it's like one of them type things, fake or not. It's like it's entertaining.
Is that another Mona Love devil thing that she pulled off? Is that a Mona Love? Is that one of her shows? Is that Love and Hip Hop one of her shows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the devil. She's a devil. No, that's a big mole. That's right, Stacey. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you for coming up here. Jay Black talking about is a beauty mark.
Well, they do say moles are beauty marks.
We should interview. Y'all want to have an exclusive interview with the mole?
The mole from Chrissy's face. That's hilarious. That's really funny. It really is funny. It is funny, but I can see how people would say, "Hey, comedians, y'all can't go but so far."
Yeah, we can't go but so far.
You can't go but so
far. Well, how you feel about Jim Jones?
I feel like he don't pay me enough attention. He paid the rest of the body all that attention. He be kissing all over everybody. He be kissing her stomach. He be kissing her feet. He don't never kiss me, and I be sitting right there by the top of her lip. You would think I'd be the first one that would get a kiss. It should be lips. It should be lips and them mold. Lips and them mold. That's what it should be. I should be. The lips should be A. I should be B.
I'm trying not. Because somebody out there with a mole right now could be offended. So we don't want to,
I have a mole, but I don't have.
I got a mole right here, but
that's a beauty mark.
No, that's a beauty mark.
That's a beauty mark.
I mean, I'm not offended. It's just not funny to me.
Yeah, she don't want to joke. Sorry.
She don't wanna
There's
joke. Obviously,
there's
you
something we
suck
don't
her.
know about. There's something we don't know about.
She might have had. She had a mole
I don't know
removed at
what
one
we don't
point.
know. I don't know.
Johnny had one removed.
No, I've never had one removed. It's just the
I can't.
mole. We talking about a mole?
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
And I don't like the way Shawnee Scott be shading me as if I'm not important. Like I shouldn't be doing the interview. Like who is she to be judging? I bet if y'all interviewed her, I bet if y'all interviewed her hands, y'all interview both them bitches. Oh yeah, what movie was that? Moly. Who did that? Who did
This
that?
one, Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. I knew I was a comic genius. I knew I was vibing with somebody. All right. So how was your night, Sexy Mo?
I worked all the way through and nursed a sick child. He is officially sick.
What is wrong? So you shouldn't have sent him to school yesterday. Remember he was feeling you could have just chilled on the show. Look, it would have been selfish reasons. I wasn't even thinking about.
That's what happened after the show. I was getting ready to take him to school, and it was a lot of coughing, hacking, and we ended up having to stay home. Had to call the school because the procedure, they got their own school nurse at the school.
You better put your mask on.
She like, what's going on? Like, is he okay? Like, they don't just say, is your child coming to school today? They want to know what's going on. And so they can assess whether he needs a doctor's note and whether he needs to go seek further care. It gets serious.
Yeah. All right. So you just took care of a kid you took care of your prince all day.
Yeah, I worked and then took care of the Fresh Prince of
the Fresh Prince of Mobile. What were the symptoms again? What were the symptoms?
He has a sore throat. Of course, the runny nose.
Oh, the runny nose. The
eyes.
Oh, some eyes. Damn.
And so he has allergies all year round. So I'm, he's like, I need my nose spray. And I'm like, no, you're getting sick. You're he's like, no, I just need my nose spray. And I'm like, dude, it's not allergies. You got an official code.
Damn. Morning, Tam.
Tam and Afro Queen. What up?
Because he was throwing up before. So I'm just hoping that, it's just we're gonna get through this little virus and keep it pushing.
That's what Autumn had. Autumn had that RSV. Same thing.
Is it RSV?
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna see if he can get in and get checked for that. But he had all of those things when he was little.
That respiratory infection, a virus? What is that?
He knocked all of that stuff out. He had rotavirus, paraflu, like
RSV. That sounds like some type of car, like a RSV 2022.
All-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive.
How many miles they got? How many miles the RSV got? Y'all finance here? Do y'all finance? Y'all finance? Y'all do? Okay. So I don't know what I know an upper respiratory infection is, but I don't know what an RSV is. Y'all be putting
they talking that mommy talk. That's why I said that's that mommy talk.
Stacey Mitchell, y'all better stop going over my head because it don't take much. It don't take much to go over my head. Whoo. RSV.
I can't even pronounce the S word there. I just had to Google it. Yeah.
What is it? Respiratory
syncytial virus. I don't know.
Sound it out.
SYNCY. That alone just don't make sense. TIAL. Yeah, you say that.
No, it's a car. It's actually a road solar power vehicle. That's what it is. RSV. That's It's definitely a road.
Normally it's accompanied with phlegm, and then the sputum.
Yeah, I was a sickly kid when I was young. I was in the hospital a lot, so I know all about that phlegm. That's just a nasty thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping his asthma doesn't flare up. We
got
stuff on deck.
Yeah, got to get the breathing treatment. Yeah, get the
breathing treatment. Job as a parent not taking your sick child to school because a lot of parents will still send their kids to school.
We don't do that. And plus, he goes to school about 35-40 minutes away from here, and it ain't no call.
You just ain't want to have to go pick him back up.
Wait till you leave and get all the way back home. And they'd be like, you gotta come pick me up.
Yeah, forget that. You might as well just keep him in the spot. I ain't playing all that.
Yeah,
I used to know when Monty, because Monty be out. Monty was she was sickly too. She got all my genes. Well, she got 50% of my genes. No, she got 70% of my genes. Thank God. But when she was sick, I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I learned my lesson the first time, but she was like, I want to go to school. Think my kids wanted to go to school. Like when I got sick, I was out. I could see the screen. I could see the screen glare in Jay Black's glasses.
Oh, when I was trying
really
to read the word.
Up. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Tam.
Well, damn, Tam, I don't want to be your man because I see
wow.
you can see a cell phone screen from like 2 rooms away.
Who would have thought you could read? I gotta
be careful.
I like when they standing in front of a window and you can see clear as day. Scrolling.
Ain't that something, boy?
Or in the car.
The tricks of the trade.
And you look at the window and you can see, like, what you doing?
Everything.
I'm just trying to know you.
She just newsy. She newsy. She newsy. I can see you driving her boyfriend, a husband, a man crazy.
No, they all nosy. I don't know what newsy is, but I know they all nosy. I don't know if that's newsy. I don't know if that's a smaller version of a Uzi. I don't know what newsy is.
Ashley.
Good morning, Ashley. Don't know. Don't want to know what newsy is.
Always got jokes.
Shorty Scott, the person who took offense to my mole joke. How was your night? Because I don't even know.
Take offense to it. I just said it wasn't funny.
Well, I apologize, babe. I apologize.
It's Babe now.
Yeah, Jay Black's mom's been doing some investigating. We heard behind the scenes, but we talk about that later. So, how was your night there, Shawnee Scott?
It was basketball night for the girls. They had games. Yeah, and they are not on the same team, so I have to sit through 2 games.
You had to do it. It was a high score of 4 points.
No, I was kind of confused because she got dressed up for the basketball game. I don't know. She was turning into one of them moms, and then she put on some perfume. And I said, What? You going to a gym? Why you putting on perfume?
Who you trying to get cute for?
What you doing? Like, what's going on?
She
What
put
up,
perfume.
JP
Justice, good morning.
Hey, JP.
Shiny showing out going to basketball games. Wow.
Look,
there are basketball dads and basketball.
Yeah, she was coordinated. She was coordinated the whole 9. She was like, "Let me show you my outfit."
Nice for your kids. You don't want to embarrass your kids.
So how was your night there, Shawnee Scott? My little fashion plate.
I had to have a talk with the girls because they were horrible yesterday on the court.
Okay.
They were terrible.
I wasn't there.
They were the queen of turnovers last night, both of them. So, let's see, Tam's team. I think their score was like, I don't know, 6-0 or something, or 6-1. And then Carly's team was like 20 to. I think it was. I ended up being 20-13, but they had a bigger lead.
She knows he told you.
But Carly kept turning the ball over, so. That's why they.
All right. Now I get it. She was Pat Riley over here gave me the whole lowdown once she called me. Like she ain't called to say hi. She was like, they were terrible. They were turning the ball over. And I said, did they win? She said yes. And I said, what was the score of the first game? The score of the first game was 12. They scored 12 times more this game than they did the last game. So we got to look at the positives too when we bring up the negatives. Also, Carly, even though she had some turnovers that let the team get back in the game, she was also in the game when they built a 20-point lead. So, sometimes you got to take the good with the bad, and you got to do a little, you got to hit the positives too.
They need to practice. The student was off. Carly, she went to the line, but she only made 1.
Okay, but she made 1. She was 50% at that point. She was 1 out of 2.
Nah, we're not doing this. And then they just, I don't know. They need to. I had to talk with them. We went to IHOP afterwards, and I had a real because I keep it 100 with my girls. I don't sugarcoat nothing. And I told them, y'all look a hot mess, and if this is what you want to do, then you need to put more time into it. Don't be wasting my time. Have me coming out here and y'all turning over the balls. And then the coach, the high school athletic director coming over to me talking about y'all. And then y'all get out here and perform like this. You don't even know who's watching you. They trying to recruit you to come to the school and y'all in junior high. And you out here turning over balls and sloppy and stuff. So they got to get
See, I don't feel so bad that you ain't get my mole joke. You just you hard to satisfy. I see. I see. I don't even feel insecure about it. I know my joke is funny.
For
All
those
right,
who missed it earlier, Mike did an interview with Chrissy from Love and Hip Hop, her mole. He interviewed the mole.
We know how to zoom in.
Yeah, I know how to zoom in now. I ain't know I could zoom in until yesterday.
And I think she's a beautiful woman. I want to preface that I said the joke that I was about to say, I could say 10 years ago on a radio station in New York, and everybody would just laugh. But now people will take offense to it. Like if somebody jokes about my nose, my whole family joked about my nose. That was just part of the game. And guess what you had to do? You had to be able to joke about their crack problems. That's what you had to do. You had to come right back and like, at least I don't smoke crack. Boom. Now your turn, bitch. Now what? Now what? Now what? I ain't never sold my mama's microwave for my nose, whatever my nose needed. I had tissue. Now what? Your turn. Your turn now, huh? How about that? But we sensitive now. We can't even jokey joke. But anyway, back to the kids. I think
I get it, Stacey. I think I might be a little bit worse than Joe.
No. I think no. I want to be serious now for 1 second. Then we're gonna get back to the jokes. 1 second. The advice that you are giving them is absolutely correct. Is 1,000% correct. She knows her daughters, and she knows when they feeling themselves. Like she does. Like because kids be getting over on the new person. Like kids always be getting over on the new person. Like my kids do the same shit. Like they be trying to get over on a new person. I know y'all hoes. I know y'all. I know how y'all really get down. I know the manipulation.
Yeah, I know y'all hoes.
Wait. It's only Tuesday. Let's bring it back.
But I don't mean hoes like promiscuous. I mean hoes in the terminology. In the feet, and just like I love y'all two hoes. I love y'all. See, I love y'all.
Can you
nothing offensive?
Me a bitch?
It ain't nothing offensive. Y'all know what I mean.
She said, "Go back to calling me a bitch."
You
rather be a bitch than a hoe. Okay.
What? That don't make no sense. Okay. But my thing is, when you get on the phone, you can't go directly to the negative. You got to bring up the game and the victories. What you gave them was total 100% accurate information, and you're right because they do be taking when I didn't know Carly was feeling
about no win. I talked about their performance and it was crap and it was trash.
But you got to bring up the win. You got to give them a high five.
They ain't participating in the win. They was turning over the ball.
Wait, did Carly hit a free throw?
She hit one.
Okay.
Out of 20 points, and then she missed all her layups. They was out there missing all their shots. Well, I mean,
don't co-sign that. No co-sign. No co-sign that.
Are you having
the day I call one of these women a bitch is the day you see my eye lumped up on the next show, and I gotta wear sunglasses to the show. The day I say something like that.
That's over being called a hoe.
Yeah. I mean, let's just come on. Like, not that big a deal. All right. Ashley Newman, Sexy Mo. I was about to say, what did I wake up to this morning? Moles and hoes.
Moles and hoes.
Moles and hoes.
Nice, Ashley. Nice.
Moles and hoes. We in the mo. Okay, let's get the show started. Mo, have your allegedly ready because we're gonna do one thing. Oh no.
Last night, what you do?
You here for the whole show. See, we appreciate you, girl. We appreciate you.
And if we get to allegedly, we get to allegedly. If we
don't be trying to push that off, girl. We getting to it.
We getting to it. I love doing allegedly every day. I love it.
Ain't no alleged about we getting to it. It's happening. Okay. It's gonna be a heavy relationship day because I know we got Kanye and we got Kim Kardashian.
What did you do last night? You all in our business.
Oh, what did I do? Oh, I thought you were saying what I did last night because I'm hyper. What did I do last night? Let's see. I went to an interview for a job that I really, really, and God forgive me because if I get it, it's a blessing. I really don't want this job because I'm not
one of them.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. I'm just not. I'm sorry.
So you got a call for an interview. So you felt like
I did the virtual interview and I killed it. And then I did the the interview, and then come on, man, I'm talking to like I have a sparkling, dazzling personality. Like if you get me in a room with somebody, especially if they like 30 something, dog, I done like the dude was mesmerized. But I was telling him stories. He was like, I said, by the way, I sent you the wrong resume. The resume I sent you was really the resume I sent to radio stations. So there's really nothing. He said, wow, this is amazing. At that point, I was like, I'm in. Like the dude just looked at my resume and said it's amazing.
Good talking point. He might have to do another job.
I was like, then Shawnee, we about to run these pockets, because Shawnee gave me an idea on how to use my platform and everything to sell this situation and all the stuff, because it's really a selling job or whatever. So anyway, I did that. I went from there. I got my glasses fixed finally. Came home, chilled. Shawnee and I low-key hating on the warm weather you wake up to it. No, I miss Dallas. They're damn near gonna be in the 70s this week. And then I watched the football game for a little while. Monty had her, I don't know what he is. She claims it's not as they date together. They in that little weird spot where they're not getting along and they don't agree. And he's a really nice guy. Like let me say this, Lo. He's a really nice guy. But the problem is,
you can't co-sign that.
But there's the problem. Bonnie's a bully. So, and I love my daughter. And I'd rather her be the bully than be bullied. But Bonnie's a little
Where she get that from?
No, Bonnie's a bully. And,
it's in the blood.
It's in the blood. Like he's not gonna win an argument, and it's the debate is gonna turn into, it's gonna be but I mind my business. I just go like, hey, he ain't my son. So I like the kid. You know what I'm saying? But then they asked me, because my mom watches TV downstairs and her room is upstairs. So she came into my room and I didn't get what they were talking about. Like she came into my room. She was like, we going by you, so-and-so's coming over. We going by you. And I was like, what do you mean? I like the kid. What do you mean? Yeah, he's fine to come over. And I still didn't get it. It's like, I'm trying to watch the game. I'm trying, I'm writing stuff for the show. I was actually writing some jokes last night and I didn't get it, but then I got it. They were trying to ask her and my mom, is it okay if he comes up and they watch TV in her room? And I was like, oh, I said, nah, just keep it downstairs. Like it was no big deal. Just keep it downstairs. Shawnee stopped by my mom's house. We ain't go up in my room. And I'm grown as grown. Like I ain't even asked. But she was cool with it. But then I started thinking about it. The room is right next door. And the door is going to be open. And nobody's crazy enough to do nothing. Don't be crazy enough to want me having a life sentence. Like don't. But she wouldn't do that. So then I thought to myself, did I make a bigger deal than what it was? But I didn't change. But then I was like, in the future, I'm like, why wouldn't they be able to just watch TV with the door open? Because she has a couch in there too. Like, the way her bed is set up is. So I'm like, so I didn't know. I still don't know.
Bad, because you got to set boundaries in other people's houses. When she get her own house, then she do whatever she want to do wherever. But if you make it too comfortable,
that's what I was feeling. That's the way I was brought up. So I didn't know.
I'm not blushing about what. I'm not blushing.
Oh, the part when he said Shiny came in my mind. Okay, at that part. But anyway,
yeah, when she came over, I had to stop by my mom's house after I picked her up from the airport. So we, so we stopped by. They were chit chatting, and it was just cool. Mo done met my mom too. Ain't nobody make a big deal that Mo met my mom.
But I ain't never been in your room. Why would Mo been in your room? That's kind of weird. Usually we stay in the living room, or we out in the pool, or we're in the kitchen. We're in the living room. Like, I never once thought, let me go to Mike's bedroom. Like, that's weird. But I guess if you wanted Shiny to see it, I guess that would have been an option.
Yeah, but I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't.
We weren't going.
So why would it even come up?
Upstairs.
Shawty wasn't the highlight of the tour.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be walking around his mama house. Everything I need is downstairs.
Okay, cool.
So I'm glad that I didn't know, but I didn't, because I honestly didn't overreact. I was just like, oh no, just keep it downstairs. And she was cool with it. Like she went, got me Popeyes, and we were good. So sometimes I overthink stuff. So I was just like, well, not a big deal. So that was it for the night. That was all. That was it. That was it. That was all. That was all. So now, what she say? Hey, oh, they saying hi to each other. Okay. What do y'all want to start with?
But you didn't finish the interview, so you got an interview that you really don't want the job, but you're still going to go through with the interview. So when they offer you the job, then you got to make the decision and say yes, even though you really don't want the job.
I stalled and I said, listen, I have some contractual things that I'm caught up in that I need some time to get out of, because I'm a very loyal person. This is what I said during the interview. I'm a very loyal person. I don't like leaving people high and dry. Sometimes I'm loyal to a fault. So
why you apply?
What you talking about?
I was just applying to everything.
But if you're not serious about a job, that tells me as an employer where you all right, let me stop. I'm going in management mode of managing. Like if you're applying for something, that means you're unstable. You're all over the place if you're applying for something that you really don't want. So what are we doing? Like
because from the very first interview, from the virtual interview, Mr. Management, I explained to them I'm honest. I'm honest. I explained to them my situation. They're like, what's your current status? And I hope they're not watching. No, but I explained to them, I can watch. I explained to them my whole situation. I was like, hey, I'm looking around because my afternoons are open. I said, my afternoons after 2 are open. And they were like, what goes on? I said, well, I do a sports podcast, and went into the whole show. So they knew everything. It wasn't then that caught them by surprise. And bottom line, I got the job. So after all was said and done, I got you. So now,
so is that a congratulations because you're accepting it, or
no, that's not a congratulations. Not a congratulations.
But you know what, Mike? I have been on interviews before, and they looked at my resume, and the job I was applying for, they said, "Hey, I think you're a better fit for this position," and they told me about it. Would you be interested? So you bringing your radio resume may be a good thing.
No, absolutely.
Else that you like.
Absolutely. And the ironic thing about this job is that they're opening new offices in Texas.
Oh.
So when they saw how long I spent in Texas, because remember, the radio resume went because my Dropbox wouldn't allow me to replace my resume with something else. So they were like, well, that would be great. I mean, we're opening 16 offices in Texas, which would be in Austin, Dallas, and Houston, and San Antonio. You have a point, Jay. Why apply for a job if you're not wanting to take the job? You apply for the job, you leave jobs, you apply for jobs just in case. You got backup plans. That's why when you have a job is when you should be applying for other jobs, better jobs. That's when you should be applying for other jobs, when you have a job. That was my mistake. I should have been looking for radio jobs while I had a radio job, because ain't no pressure. And when you go to an interview with no pressure, you normally kill the interview, because you're like, take me. If you want me, you want me. If you don't, you don't. But you see, I'm qualified for the situation. Matter of fact, you the winner in this. You're the winner both ways. You're the winner that you get to spend some time with me for like 15, 20 minutes, and you'll really be the winner if you hire me. But that's if I pick you. That's if I pick you. That's if I pick you. I don't give a damn about no management. Fuck management.
I got quiet.
Shout out to Jay Marie.
What up, Jay Marie? All right. Marie, there's a lot of relationship stuff, but
dirty words. What up? What?
I have a problem. Balenciaga. Did I say that right? Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
Yes. Balenciaga.
We're gonna say that. We're saving it.
Okay, no. Y'all, I see it. I'm reading, everything I'm reading. I'm just Balenciaga is done what many corporations have done for years upon years upon years, is use girls and boys, use children and sexualize them in a lot of uncomfortable ways. But they've gotten away with it because the same people who buy their stuff are the same people who are part of Hollywood who do the same exact thing. I want to explain to y'all that there was a movie in the early 80s called Blue Lagoon.
Yes.
And it starred a model named Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields and her brother wound up getting stranded on an island by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke Shields and her brother, they take you through all the graphic parts. Her having her menstrual cycle, this, and it went so far as her having sex with her brother.
Mm.
Now, mind you, she was a child. She was young as hell. She was in her teens, maybe even younger. I don't know exactly. They made a movie about this.
Yeah.
About him knocking off his sister and getting her pregnant.
Mm.
It's called The Blue Lagoon. This is something I keep trying to tell people, that there's a subculture in this country of pedophiles that is so large, but nobody wants to believe it.
And they had children in that movie.
They had
Remember, she
children
got
in that
pregnant and
movie.
they had children on the island.
No dysfunctions, because everybody, what I've been told is that when you do that, the scary part is that genes come and something happens, and something you're born with some type of anything, some type of weird stuff could come about from it. So Hollywood's been involved in this
and put it in a nice little pretty bow and made it look
like it was all good, like you could knock off your sister. Then we have the Catholic Church. To this day, priests are still being busted for molesting young men. To this day, there was never like, you talk about cancel culture. You talk about, what are y'all waiting for? What has to happen for y'all to cancel? Where's the cancel culture? This was a tender. Priests used the church like a tender or a plenty of fish in the sea to gather up young boys all over the world. This was the largest pedophile scandal in the world. In different countries, they were doing it. And you know what they would do? They would take the priest and they would switch him to another church. Here's some new. We give you some new meat. You can get some new stuff and start all over again.
And a lot of the predatory practices were with like the altar boys.
Oh yeah.
Or if the church had like a mission where they took in young teens off the street.
Yep. Balenciaga.
Main target.
Did I say it right that time? Balenciaga.
Balenciaga
is now taking a picture with somebody one of the little kids straddling something. I don't know if it was a horse. And under it were papers when the Supreme Court reversed a thing against child porn. They reversed it so that they were allowed to be able to exist. And they put the paperwork of the court findings under the child, almost like they were bragging that they now have the freedom to do this to these kids.
So I'll go a step further than that. They actually also had the child holding a teddy bear with BDSM wear.
Yes. So
like the harness.
So basically what you did was you porned out a kid. That's what you did. And that's the paperwork that they're standing over. You porned out a kid and you got your rocks off. Now, let me explain to you my personal experience of this nastiness. I had to get my headshots when I was out in New York and LA. There was two photographers they sent me to. Photographer in LA, photographer in New York. So, for those who obviously see the show, my eyes aren't bright and wide and open. And you know what I'm saying? Like, my eyes are very, it look like I've been smoking weed every time you see me. Like, those are my eyes. I'm not. So, the guy that was referred to me by agent in LA was giving me inspiration during the photo shoot. These are his words. He goes, yeah, make believe you're doing this. Make believe you're doing that. Make believe you got a young boy in front of you.
What?
Make believe you have a young boy in front of you that's coming into the room.
A boy?
Was it a sex scene? Was it
a
just
young boy? And my eyes did open up. And I realized that we asked these women, well, why didn't you walk out? Why didn't you do this? And I realized this is a true 1000% on God happened. I was stuck because it was like, I can beat this dude's ass, but I don't even know what am I going to tell the agent why I beat his ass? Well, he said now in hindsight, if it happened now, I would have read, but this is the stuff that was going on in clear vision of everybody. So why didn't they get the same backlash as Tiffany Haddish, that crazy looking dude? Because they pick and choose. But the entertainment business has been based on sexualizing Young people forever, they love getting at these kids when they're young. They love it. They love the whole thing. How fast did we sexualize Aaliyah?
Right.
How fast we do that?
Even though she came out in baggy clothes and
Oh, she had a sex appeal that she carried though.
Dog,
in the
we
beginning,
weren't
that's not how she dressed.
grown
If you
men.
remember, go all the way back. She did not dress.
The Catch Me Outside girl getting millions on OnlyFans, and she wasn't even 18 at the time when that started. The Danielle Aaliyah, whatever her name is.
Aaliyah was being lusted after by men that were in their 30s. Dame Dash, what's his name? Timberland, Jay-Z were all trying to smash out this teenager.
Allegedly.
There was no allegedly. Dame Dash said they were together.
Well, that was his girl after she was of age. But you saying Jay-Z and other people was trying to smash? This is all alleged, just allegedly.
Jay Black.
We'll say alleged for the record.
Did Shawnee get mad and leave or something? Like what? Go ahead.
No, I don't think so. Wait, I ain't say a mole, Joe.
You ain't interviewing the mole anymore.
Yeah, I ain't interviewing. So I have the audio of Candace Owens. Candace Owens went in on Kim Kardashian. So to speed race through so we can get to other stuff that is more fun. Candace Owens, I wasn't really a fan of hers in the beginning. It wasn't like I didn't dislike her, but I just didn't know if she was like what side of the fence she was on. But with this Kim Kardashian thing, she is spot on with this Kim Kardashian thing. Kim Kardashian obviously is part of the say it again, Balenciaga. She's part of the Balenciaga corporation. She's down. She's a major part of it. And now she's trying to figure out, she's trying to see if the pressure's going to be on her. She's going to drop this. She's going to drop that money. But you know that shark in the background, her mama ain't trying to let her break that down. That shark wants all that bread. She wants every coin. So do we have the Candace Owens thing now?
Shawnee has it. I think she's coming right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, right now, Kim Kardashian is flip-flopping and trying to stall to see if this thing's going to go away. But it's not going to go away.
Yeah, she's spoken about it. And I'm going to reveal more about that during allegedly. But her whole way of thinking on this and how she's handling it, it's still all about the bottom line, Mike. It's all about the damn
That's
money.
all it is.
That's all about the money.
And let me tell you something. If you were Amber Rose and you had a deal with them, I can understand that I'm not saying Amber Rose is good financially, probably, but I can understand her financial status. That would probably affect 80% of your income. But Kim Kardashian, how much money do you have to have before you can take a stand on anything?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you ever say Kanye's crazy. Let me tell you what crazy is. Crazy is having kids and knowing that the people you work for have been basically porning kids, and you have to take a minute to think if you're going to lead a company.
Co-signing.
Yeah.
Co-signing in various ways. But we'll wait for Shawnee to come back. Do you guys want to dive into the relationship question of the day?
Well, we got a bunch of relationship stuff.
Are we getting into the topics?
I don't even know. Whatever it is, I'm right.
Because Shawnee got she got the videos. She got the what's the twins' name? Because I just need to know if y'all agree.
Oh, the Tia Tamara.
The Tia.
I saw something y'all put in the group chat. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh man, I just need to know. And then there's another guy, and a guy in a sweatshirt that he's talking about the communication. Your relationship is only right if you talk this many times a day on the phone. If you don't talk this many times a day on the phone, your relationship ain't right.
I guess my relationship ain't shit then, because I don't like to talk on the phone. I'm not a talker.
Let me see if I can pull anything up. I don't know what's going on with Shawnee. All right, let me see if I can pull that one up. I think her computer might have crashed. Let me
I thought I saw her get up and walk.
Okay, yeah, it was that clip you sent, right? All right, I got it. On the Tia Mowry. I always get them mixed up, first off. Tia Tamara.
Tia and Tamara.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shawnee. All right.
All right, so this is, and I'm going to go to Mo first. I just want to know how women feel about this. There's a man who basically is giving the reasons why women are messing up, how their masculinity has basically infected relationships.
Excuse me?
Yep, here we go.
Exhibit A, proving why you shouldn't even try to establish anything serious with these modern women. Here are my top 3 reasons why you should just focus on yourself and only deal with these modern women for recreational activities. Number 1, they're selfish. In their minds, it's all about them.
I really started to focus on my happiness. And when you start to really love yourself, know your value, know your worth, I feel like it is so worth it.
Number 2, they're rebellious. If you try to establish order in your household, they will sabotage it.
Tia Mowry reveals husband Corey Hardrick won't allow her to participate in certain TikTok trends. It's not that I'm scared to try. I'm not allowed to try. Let's just say that. My husband will be like, oh, for real?
Number 3, they're unstable. They make life-changing decisions based on how they might feel at any particular time.
I can't even visualize myself without Corey.
You know, my marriage was a success. Yeah. And at the end, there's a graduation.
Tia.
What? What? Well, that means I graduated 2 times. I got my master's degree.
So, first of all, you know I hate sound bites, okay? Because people use them to their advantage. Yes, it's Freddie Mitchell's birthday.
It was yesterday, but go ahead. What up, AB and Shawn?
Mitchell.
What was your thoughts, Mo?
Where the hell do I start on the breakdown of that whole video, Mike? I mean,
he got some points. There's some points that I agree with, but go ahead.
So, and it's not always in black and white like that. So let's be very clear. You said something in regards to dating a strong, a masculine, or something about masculine women. Can we start there? Because define what makes a woman masculine.
I'm just going by what he said. He said, y'all been on your own so much that when a man tries to lay down, take control of a situation, it's now he's overbearing. He's overbearing and he's controlling. But a man is really just trying to be, in my opinion, a man and lead the situation. But there are women. I'm not saying y'all two, and y'all two are bad examples. When we do this, I know y'all do the best y'all can to fight for women, but y'all bad examples because that's not you two. But there are women who all of a sudden, when you're like, yo, we doing this. No, we not. Hold up. That's not what I think we should do. But then when a man doesn't lead, then he's the failure. Who? Why don't you take control of shit? Why don't you ever control nothing? Why don't you? Well, I'm not trying to fight you for the reins.
Okay, so this is one box. Let's deal with one box at a time. The one box that you're talking about right now, Michael Shawn, is that goes the same for men and women. If you have been leading in your life, meaning doing everything solo dolo, and somebody comes along and says, no, we're going to do it this way. There has to be some type of conversation, dialogue. It can't go from just you lead and because trust me, I want to get in the passenger seat. I don't want to always lead. I'm a person, a woman who constantly has to lead. And I've been that way pretty much most of my adult life. It's not that women, and I don't equate that with masculinity either. So let's try to be men sometimes. Off the table. That doesn't mean that you're being masculine because you have to be the lead in your life. And I hate when people do that to women in particularly, because it's like, okay, well, what other options do you have? If you're in a situation where you have to be the beginning and the end of everything, why is it that, oh, now I'm masculine?
No, I'm saying in a relation. Then when we get into a relationship, it's just like I'm used to being single. I'm used to doing what I want all the time. Well, guess what? When you get into a relationship, you gotta back down from that single attitude and be like, I can't come home whenever I want. I do have to make a phone call and be like, yo, I'm running late. I do have to let you know that I'm leaving. I can't just bust out the door and just close the door behind me. And then you be like, well, where the hell he go? And then
you think that those behaviors are easy to just like a light switch flip on and off, you're wrong. Those are behavioral changes. Those are things that need a conversation and an understanding between you and now your mate. That's a conversation, baby. I'm used to just jumping in and doing. Now it's us. So let's have a conversation about what that's going to look like.
Now, I watched the entire thing where she had the black dress on. For some reason, I had the TV on. And it was a little like I didn't understand some of the stuff she was saying. But the TikTok thing.
Right.
When they brought up the TikTok thing. First of all, why are we even debating about TikTok? If I'm not feeling the TikTok thing, this shit didn't even exist in the 90s, in the 2000s. Like, you're really going to get upset because I think that's inappropriate for you to put on so everybody can watch.
So once again, that's in knowing your mate and having a conversation. It's not about telling me what I can and cannot do. It's more so out of respect. I know that that's going to make my mate feel uncomfortable. Out of respect, I know that he or she is not going to feel good about our relationship, or it's going to put our relationship in a strange place. It's about knowing your mate and communicating.
I like the wording that this is why we're soft as hell as a society. We changed the wordings. I know. Say that again. You know what your partner's gonna feel. How'd you say it? How did you say it? Say that again. You know what you just said. Say it again. I know how that's gonna make my partner feel, or whatever.
Meaning, for instance, Jay Black. I mean, I'm just gonna use you as an example, as a talking point. Jay Black. If I'm dating Jay Black or I'm married to Jay Black, I know Jay Black doesn't like certain things, right?
Right.
So as his mate, I'm not going to go and do those things that are triggering to him when they're unnecessary.
Yeah,
those are unnecessary triggers to your mate.
I wanted you to say it the way you said it before, because basically the way you said it before was a better way of saying I can't do it because he doesn't like it. And it's okay. See, people don't like saying that. I can't do it.
It's not about somebody dictating and telling
you. It is.
Listen, what you can and can't do. It's about thinking about the other person and how would this make that other person feel if I did this?
Yeah, and I can't do it.
Is it necessary?
Exactly. The reason why it's not.
But
the reason why
for me to do this TikTok, knowing that it's gonna hurt my mate or make my mate feel uncomfortable.
Yes, and it's gonna ruin our relationship, so I can't do it. At the end of the day, the final statement is I can't do it.
It's about making a decision about your mate. Now y'all are one, right?
Is the wording for her? They don't want to feel like they're losing control.
Let me finish this statement.
Because you shouldn't have to put me in a situation where I feel like you're telling me.
I am telling you. You're just changing the wording.
Authoritative. It's about respect. I'm accepting the fact that that's triggering for you.
I understand that.
Do that.
And if it wasn't triggering for me, you could do it. But because it is triggering for me, you can't do it. Just like I know I can't. It's funny. A guy don't have any problem. I don't have any problem saying I can't do it because so-and-so is going to feel some type of way about it. I can't. Because my relationship tells me I can't.
I won't.
I'm not going to replace it because that's just
I can't.
Because that's not the truth. You can. The truth is that you honestly, technically you can.
You can. That's
yes.
You chose. I won't. It's not that I can't. It's that I.
But why won't you?
I won't do that because I'm not going to do something that's harmful or hurtful or triggering to my mate.
Because it's going to end a relationship. It's going to end a relationship. So I can't. I don't understand why people have such a problem saying I can't because it's going to affect my relationship in a negative way.
Because
like these words, like people.
And yes, you are right. You can. And there is a consequence to that. But what I'm saying is, it's not always about, I'm going back to the comment that was made that it's like, I can't do that. Like he won't let me do that. No, it's not that he won't let you do it. You're saying, just from my perspective, that I'm not going to do this because I know it's triggering to Jay. I'm not going to do this because I got more respect for Jay than that. That's all I'm saying.
We're not gonna go back and forth 10 minutes because it's the same thing. The
end result. Jay Black gonna do? Jay Black ain't gonna choke me out because I made a damn TikTok.
No, he gonna leave
because I respect my husband and I respect my relationship and I know it's triggering. I'm not going to do it.
But you know, this could end up to where her marriage end up. It's done. It's done. So there is a result. It is done. And there are certain things that you can't do. Now, if you don't like my wording on it, no, you can't do that if you want to be with me. I'm not even going to say it's because you disrespected me and use all that. No, listen, we're good. If you want to go do it. I'm gone. But see, nobody wants to deal with the hardcore reality of relationships. We want to sugarcoat everything and be like, no, it's because I don't want to disrespect him or trigger him. No, you don't want to do it because you know he's going to be gone. Just like I know there's certain things.
Relationships, communicating with your mate and understanding your mate's triggers, understanding what hurts and harms your mate.
A trigger is what pisses him off. Can we keep it what a trigger is?
When I say trigger, I'm talking
a trigger is what pisses me off. A trigger is what winds up being a hole in the wall. A trigger is me. That's a trigger. It pisses me off.
When I say trigger, I mean
Mo going therapy, Mikey going reality.
Response. I'm saying any type of emotional response. It doesn't have to be violent. It could be something that, though, that's triggering. That really hurt me. That really hurt me because of whatever prior experiences you may have had, or whatever the reason it is that it hurts that person. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be valid for you. It has to be valid for that person. And you have to love and respect that person enough to say, yo, this is very valid for him. This is a very real feeling for Jay. So no, I'm not going to do that because I know what effect it's going to have on him.
Because it bothers him, you can't do it. You decide not to do it. Okay, we're just gonna go around in a circle. It's the same. It ends up the same way. If you do it, it's gonna be smoke, and if you don't do it, it's gonna be okay. I mean, okay, but strong-minded people. A trigger is yours to go ahead. Put cue comment. Brought to you by Woke Up Inspired. Strong-minded people don't do good at the beginning of relationships. Facts. A trigger is yours to deal with, not for anybody to manage if they choose not to. A trigger is not just for me to deal with. Sorry. When we're married, we are going to have to deal with these triggers on both sides.
Facts.
We're both going to have to deal with these triggers. So if you believe that person is the only one who's dealing with them triggers, that whole household is going to have to deal with those triggers. And if you don't work through them and you don't decide how you're going to work through them, those triggers will ruin your relationship. Facts on facts.
Oh, I hear the door open.
I don't agree with.
I hear the steps.
Absolutely the fuck wrong. Your trigger is yours to fucking deal with. If I choose to decide to help you manage said trigger, then that's on me. But you're not going to keep putting your bullshit that I had nothing to do with onto this whole relationship. Deal with your fucking trigger so that we don't have problems. I don't need to stay who I am. No, I'm not going to go out and do horror shit. But basic shit, don't question me. Don't act like I'm doing shit. Don't put your shit on me because you're triggered by something somebody did in the past, and you think it's going to happen. Don't talk about you, sir.
No, I'm saying, but if you do care about the person, you do have to. You have to.
That's not about our talk.
If you do care,
it goes
you
both
have to
ways.
be mindful of
It goes both ways. If you know your trigger has nothing to do with me, stop putting that trigger onto me. If you cared about me and this relationship, you wouldn't keep bringing up the past shit that triggers you and putting it on me when I didn't do it.
Can you talk to Mike? Because this
no. That ain't about me. That's off topic. That's off topic.
She came up based off of your comment. I didn't say nothing.
That's off topic.
You trying to say this is personal, or she's trying to?
This is you. This is you.
She said she's not talking about me.
I'm saying in general.
Mike said
a trigger. Now,
no. In general, if you've been cheated on, if a bitch was being sneaky, if you had to go through bitches phone in the past or whatever that may be, and you think something I do triggers that thought from your past, and I'm saying to you, that's not what it is. I didn't do this. Trust me. And you can't do that. You're going to always be triggered by that past. You need to work through your own triggers. Because I respect you and love you, I'm going to move differently. But don't tell me I can't do anything. No, I'm not going to pimp myself out on fucking TikTok. But when you say you can't do something, I'm fully fucking grown. You're not going to tell me what I can and can't do. What I choose to do is respect my husband. So no, I'm not going to do that. But I'm not going to go around. Nope, I can't do that. You ain't my daddy.
Thank you for your comment.
That comment was brought to you by Woke Up Inspired. WokeUpInspired.com. You can go there, get all your holiday gifts customized. You can get names, and you can get a whole bunch of hilarious and poignant phrases on the hoodie, on the t-shirt, and all that. If you see that shirt in the background right there, that is brought to you by WokeUpInspired.com. I will say this. I think that kind of proved my point. If you don't work through those triggers together, they will linger.
Yes.
That's all. That's my only point. All right, let's get to this one guy. Mike, set it off, little Bootsy. Yeah. I would play it. We just can't play it because then YouTube will act funny and Big Brother will take it, yank us down.
Shut down.
But why are they saying they agree with her though? If you saying that she's wrong, Mike?
No. My thing is, if you bring up the past, see, that's not a trigger. That's not the triggers I'm talking about. If you bring your past and throw it upon somebody else, then I agree that's unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the person has proven that they are not that person. Even though the fact of the matter is, from the day you met the person, you should have known they were two different people. So I think that's why I was saying this is off topic. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't keep bringing up, like, the next person that listen, the next person that my ex deals with, if she sees him drink a beer and she flips out because he drank one beer because of what I did in our relationship, well, that's kind of unfair because dude is like, dog, I'm just drinking a few beers watching the game. Like, I'm not doing nothing. Like, then it's unfair to throw that upon him, but that is a trigger for her. That is going to be a trigger with somebody drinking around, and stuff like that. And, the kids probably hold that against them too. So that's a whole different thing. I don't even want to get into that.
Good morning, Sheree.
Inspired.com. That's not the trigger I was talking about. I was just talking about there are things we can't do, and then me and Mo will go back. Okay, let's get to something fun. Speak on this. Oh, Shawnee, what did you want to say? Shawnee, I'm sorry. We just got.
Shawnee, have any thoughts on that? Does she stand down when her man needs something?
What I do what?
When you standing down? Oh, no, go. No.
There go the wording. When you stand down if your man doesn't agree with something.
If he doesn't agree with something, I mean, I'm respectful in a relationship. I take into consideration what the other person, how they might feel about certain things. It's some stuff that shit I'm not gonna bend on, but well, it's some stuff that I won't bend on. But if I know something is
yeah, we can call them Lady Q. That's a Lady Q comment brought to you by Woke Up Inspired. So we don't call them triggers, call them boundaries of a relationship. And boundaries boundaries is actually ironic because she has a clothing, one of her lines is boundaries matter, respect them. Okay, so that fits in. Go ahead, Shawnee. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shawnee. Let Shawnee go. Go ahead.
The word trigger is not a bad word. It's just something that evokes the emotional response. It doesn't have to be negative.
All right, Shawnee, go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think you should, respect what your other person wants. If you want to be with them, like with Tia, I don't know, the whole TikTok thing. It's certain TikToks I won't do just because I'm a mom. And I know my kids' friends watch. So, the same thing. And, it's some TikToks that, I'm like, oh, I killed it. But it's like, nah, we're not going to do that. That might be, that might be something that we do in the house. Or I'll do the TikTok and put it on my private and then just share it with whoever I want to share it with instead of posting it out there. But I think you should definitely respect, if you're trying to make your relationship work, then you got to respect what the other person wants. Because it ain't just about you. But when they come to that control part, like with like running stuff, that is hard. It is very hard to let go of control when you are a single woman that's running a house successfully with kids, and then a man comes along, because a lot of times what happens, a man will come along and they'll start out one way and you don't trust it. Because the bottom gonna fall out, and when the bottom fall out, they not gonna be there to catch the ball. They not gonna come up with any solutions to help you fix whatever problems you have. So it take a minute for you to be able to trust somebody like that and just say, okay, I'm gonna let go of everything, because I know if something goes sideways, he got it. No, I don't know that you got it until I know that you got it. So
those are facts. Put Lady Q's comment on. People don't know why Tia got divorced. She ain't telling, so folks speculating hard and reaching for the reason. This is why I don't feel bad for Tia, because she sat on a show where they did the same thing about other people for years. So she know the game. If she want to tell people why they really got divorced, if not, we gonna speculate, Tia, just like you did for like 7 years. So that's why I don't feel bad. That's why I don't feel bad about Wendy Williams. I don't feel bad about everybody digging into Wendy Williams' business. I don't feel bad about everybody. If you take part in this, and that includes me, if you take part in digging in people's business and talking about it, when it's your turn, brace yourself and suck it up, because there's going to be a lot of lies that are going to be told.
Oh, that was her sister.
Oh, that was her sister. I don't even know I thought that was the one.
I thought it was.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The one. I'm sorry, Lady Q. You're right. The one on the show was married to a white guy. That's why she's still married. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. And that's why it worked out.
Terrible, Mike. Terrible.
That's why it worked out.
I thought they would be getting a divorce after all that stuff he did with the election. But
that was her sister. You're right. Sorry about that. All right. So I had something I was gonna say. Never mind. Let's go to the sweater guy. Now the sweatshirt guy says something. He makes it. Now everybody's got relationship advice. Everybody's got relationship advice. Everybody in this world. One of the biggest industries is being able to give relationship advice. And I don't care what qualifications you have or don't have. Social media has made it that everybody is an expert.
Everybody's an expert.
Everybody. Nobody. Now, I'm not saying you have to go to school or college to give advice, but it makes me feel a little bit better if you happen to learn a few things about behavior and stuff. And I really do want you to use the words that Mo uses when I come to see you with my significant other. I really would like to hear those words. I feel a little safer instead of you just saying, you know, she's a hoe. Like, I don't want to hear that in the therapy. Like, I could have figured that out.
She's promiscuous.
Yes. I want you to tell me there's something. There's something she's trying to fill. There's a need she's trying to fill from her past experience.
Fill a void.
You know. So, do we have the sweatshirt guy?
Shawnee got to drop again.
Yeah, I got it. But that's why I keep dropping, because of this.
World or Charleston?
Let's see.
But while she's loading that up, you made a valid point, Mike, because everybody is, to a point, everybody thinks that they're a relationship expert. And I've even had someone in one of my therapy sessions say to me, oh yeah, I've been seeing a life coach. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And I'm doing it as just me. I'm doing it at the end of the show. It's like a 2-minute, 3-minute thing about this. But that's one of the problems and no disrespect, because we love the fact that you watch the show. When you say, I think I'm a marriage expert, 18 years in county, that doesn't make you an expert. That makes you an expert at being with that person for 18 years. You know him. You're an expert at him. That doesn't make you an expert out of all the other men that women are going to have to deal with. So go ahead, play this dude. Let's see if it's sweatshirt dude, because this
am I the only one? Did Shiny freeze again?
Yeah, I think she froze.
Yeah.
Either that.
Shani is froze. Yeah, she froze.
She froze.
Yeah, she froze. Freeze on a count of 3.
Yeah, I put it back up.
If you got your own money, you got your real hair.
She's out.
You pay your own rent and you don't need no that.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the end when DJ Cool made that damn party song.
Yes.
And you don't need nothing. Make some noise. Like, and these be the same chicks at the same club that just got drinks bought for them the entire night. But anyway, will you be able to play that video?
Let me see if I got it. I gotta check. If you send it to me again, I know it was in the group.
It was in there. Let me see if I find it.
These days, it's like, do you even have? If you got a pulse, I'll take you. If you got a pulse,
if you got your own pulse, if your veins are pumping your own blood,
I found it.
And you don't need a blood transfusion for no man. Make some noise.
Oh, God.
Yo, we separated men and women from the door.
Pandemic.
That was a funny post. She froze it. Let's see if we can get this. Now, this guy, almost 25 years married here, no expert, but a seasoned source.
Like that.
All right, let's see. This man has a certain rule that he says, if you don't follow this phone etiquette, if you don't follow this, your relationship is not in a healthy situation. So I just want to see if y'all agree with this.
Well,
right
play
here.
it, Shawnee. Shawnee, hit play.
Can Shawnee hear you?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Shawnee?
Can you hear me, Shawnee?
No, she's still having issues.
Baby, can you hear me? Can you
It's
hear me?
Tuesday.
Can you hear me, Shawnee?
it's
Oh, I'm in
Tuesday.
sing mode today. I could write a song. I got a post. What you doing later? There it goes. Richard went like this. Hold up. Richard was like, hold up.
Let me check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I see that, Rich. I see the work that you're doing.
All right, so my email came through, so we good now.
All right, now we're gonna play it. Now, remember, this is the guy who has the golden rule on if you are not following this in your relationship, your relationship is not right. You have problems on the horizon. Why is it always on the horizon? It's on the horizon. I feel drama on the horizon. Here you go.
You can go all day without talking to me and think we still locked in the same. No. Hear me out. Now talking all day. We both busy. We both adults. We both got things going on. Hopefully we work, right? But not talking at all within the day. Not a good morning. No good afternoon. No did you eat text.
Did you eat?
Not a good night. I mean, I understand maybe you was busy, but even that. Oh, and you was posting on your story. Okay.
I don't know. He makes a valid point.
So it was the end part where he said, "But you're posting."
Listen,
you got time to be on social media, but you ain't got time to check in.
That part. But there are people, Michael Shawn, that are together that have crazy ass schedules that it's like this, and before you know it, it's after midnight. And you may not have talked to that person all day, but it doesn't mean that you didn't think about that person all day.
This is my problem with this. This is my problem with the post. This is my problem. So all day, you're saying there was no good. You're saying there was no good morning phone call, right? You're saying there's no did you eat phone call, the check-in on the phone call, and there's no good night phone call. But you didn't make a phone call.
Right.
So if you wanted to chit chat, you could have called, like, "Yo, good morning."
Maybe he did, and she didn't answer.
Yes,
Well, that's not what he said. We're not gonna remix because
he didn't say if he did or didn't. He just said if we're not talking, if we go all day without talking, we're not connected. Like
okay, that means we did not talk. We did not call. We're not gonna remix. We got a bad habit on this show of remixing a story to be like and adding stuff.
No,
and
that's what he said.
No, he said we didn't talk all day. That means he said didn't talk to her.
We don't. He's saying if we don't talk.
Yes, if we don't talk, that means he didn't call either. I wouldn't talk to the mister if I didn't call him during the day. Man, I'm talking about the DJ Exposed. Lady Q's nickname is AKA DJ Exposed. Her first single is dropping. It's called I'm Telling Everything. That's our first single.
I love it.
That's our first single.
When you're
now,
at work, but go ahead.
When I'm in a relationship, I set the pattern. I set the pattern. I called. Did his voice raise when he said, "Did you eat?" Yeah, it did. It raised a little, Rich. Like, first of all, a grown ass man don't need his woman. It's nice. That's a nice thing for your woman to call. Say, "Did you get something to eat?" Because I know you've been
very
busy.
nice.
That's nice.
She cares. She's
but the
worried
fact
about
of the matter is,
the
fact of the matter is, I can't call myself a grown ass man if I need a woman to remind me to get something to eat.
No, they're not reminding you. They're just making sure you're okay.
Okay. First of all, it's overkill. It's overkill. If you're in a real relationship for enough years, my mom ain't called. Like, we're not doing this. Like, come on. Like,
Lady Q called me. Hey, did you take time?
Because she babies you like you're a 6-year-old.
No, she's making sure that I made sure I took time out to eat something. Did I eat? Or if not, maybe on my way home, she make something that I like or grab something like she's.
That's not a requirement. But that's not a requirement.
But it's a very nice gesture.
But he's saying if it doesn't happen, the relation, you're not locked in. I'm not saying it's
that
not.
was just one of the examples.
I'm
Mike,
not
you
saying
cannot go all day without talking to somebody you're dealing with.
Yes,
That's
you can.
impossible.
Yes,
You're
you
not
can.
going to go all day and all night.
If I
a
wake
whole
up,
24-hour cycle go and you
if
ain't talked
I
or heard
wake
from that
up,
person.
If I wake up, Mo knows, if I wake up in a hotel room, right, and I got to catch a flight, and I run to the airport and I catch the flight, then I get on the flight, and I have to get another flight. And I got to run from that plane because this has happened. I land in Chicago, and Chicago's the worst airport in the world because when you got to skirt over to the other side of the airport, you literally got to take a bus, a train, a scooter to get to the other side of the airport. I get on the plane, I fall asleep. I wake up, I get to the place where I got to go. I take a shower. The promoter comes to get me at the hotel room. I do the show. By the time I'm done the show and everything else, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I say, I will call her in the morning. I've gone 24 hours and not talked to her. I meant nothing malicious.
You make time for what you want to make time for, and that's zero. At some point during that, you would have texted and say, "Hey, I'm in between here, layover. What up? Good morning, Uncle Rodney."
But what I'm saying is, you're
not going on. I bet you Rodney don't go all day without talking to his wife for a whole 24 hours. Like that's just weird.
See, y'all don't stay on point. The point is, I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. The point is, if I don't do it, it doesn't mean we're not locked in.
Locked in, yeah.
It just means I got caught
We
up.
are. If you know me, we're not locked in. At some point, we're checking in to somehow to make sure you're good or not good.
Yeah.
You're reaching. It's some form of communication at some point.
But one day is not going to make me say we're not locked in.
You didn't even you know me, so you know that's what I need or not what I need, but what I want or this and that. It's just weird to go. If you're in a committed relationship all day when you posting online
because you are
adding to your stories. You got time to scroll, right? You scrolling when you're in the airport in between. You're scrolling at the layover, right?
The caveat.
Listen. I'm not fighting for attention and basing my relationship on. I'm going against Instagram. Now I'm like, my love is based that you were scrolling, but you ain't get to call me. We really gonna do that? Especially if the relationship is solid. And another thing, if she didn't call me, I can call her and be like, yo, you good?
Go crazy.
Here's the thing, Mike. And the Mr. No, they losing their mind if it's crickets all though. They don't care shit about what the ladies are going. First of all, don't put me in that. Don't put me in that slot.
I ain't saying about the last part.
Hold up. Don't put me in that slot because I've gone 24 hours and not got the phone call. She got 3 kids at the house. When I was in a relationship, Black, who hurt you, bro?
Shut up, man. Nobody hurt me. Rich.
Yeah, one day we'll talk about it. One day we'll talk about it. No, I've gone a whole day. If I'm running, doing comedy, and the relationship, my prior relationship, you home with 3 daughters that are all from, 1, 2, 3, 6 and 9. Twins that are 6 and a child that's 9 or 10. I understand that you're swarmed. And I understand that I'm running. I'm not going to what I'm going to do when it's time to call. If I want to talk to you, if I feel that I miss you, I'm going to pick up the phone and be like, hey, what's going on? And the person's going to be like, yeah, it's crazy. So-and-so got a fever. The other person doing this. And I'm helping them with the okay. I just want to say hi. That's all I want to say. Go back to doing what you're doing. We probably not going to talk for the rest of the night because I got to do this comedy show. Cool. Hang up the phone.
And sometimes in the midst of all of that, what you just said, Michael Shawn, that phone ringing and although you just wanted to say hi, that phone ringing can be aggy as hell because that person on the other end ain't want a damn thing, and it was just probably like the pebble that tipped everything over. Honestly, I think again that go back to knowing your mate and knowing that like sometimes things get hectic, but it don't mean that we're not locked in. It don't mean I don't love you. It don't mean that when we finally get in a bubble where both of us had that time and we could talk about everything and we can kind of relax each other's nerves. But I don't think
but Lady Q made a point, and I agree with her point. One day, I get it. 48 hours go by, we not locked in because if 48 hours goes by and neither one of us call each other, now we got a problem. Now to not be a hypocrite, what I do is I set the tone. I try to set the tone. I make phone calls. So I will call and be like, what up? Good morning. We ain't even got to talk for more than 5 seconds. good morning, or whatever, even though it normally turns into something else. So I do make phone calls, but I make the phone call. So we can set the tone that this is what we do. But
I ain't heard from you all day. What you been doing?
See, that's not how you start the conversation.
So I got that yesterday. I got that text yesterday. I've been calling you all day, like you good?
Oh,
Or,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. We call you all, yeah, that's different.
And so here's the thing.
That's different. Yeah, you fucking up. You fucking up.
But the thing is, I was taking care of a sick individual. I was taking care of my sick child, and I had loads and loads of work where I was using my laptop and my phone at the same time. So anytime somebody would call me, it would knock me off of the program that I was using on my phone. So
were you on TikTok? Were you on IG? At any point were you on your Facebook?
No.
Come on.
No.
You did something.
No.
It depends on the person. If I'm gonna make
it depends on the person, because if you know me, you know I'm not scrolling TikTok, and I don't even have the apps on my phone. You would know that. But I still had to make a conscious effort to say, let me just stop and pick up this phone to let my mate know I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, you was fucking up. What were you gonna say, Shawnee? You was fucking up.
It depends on the person. If I'm gonna stop and make time like that.
No, it's your significant other. How do you feel about that? Like if the person
it depends on the significant other, because there have been some significant others that if I was busy, I was just busy. I ain't even try to make time. Like I get to it when I get to it. But just depending on the situation and who I'm with, if I'm gonna say, okay, let me stop right now. This phone call, I'm in the middle of X, Y, and Z. I mean, I think you get with the right person then.
Yo, Michael, I can't stand it. I cannot.
I'm like, wait, I hear a phone ringing.
I cannot.
What are you doing?
I'm doing an experiment. Hey, what's up? You good?
I'm good.
Okay, just checking on you. All right. You working? Are you working?
I'm working. I'm on the
Okay,
air.
my bad. Call me after you get done working.
All right.
Bye-bye. Just want to run a test.
I do get the text of, did you eat?
I used to feel that way.
The day.
See, when y'all live together, it's different, Stacey. Y'all married, y'all see each other. So I used to feel that way. Now I see you when I get home. Yeah, when you see the person, when you know you're gonna see the person when you get home, don't start wilding out if you don't get a phone call.
Yeah, so if I didn't call her while I'm at work, I know I'm about to be home in another hour or so.
Yeah, but if you don't call to check up if you ate, you're gonna have an attitude.
No, I don't have an attitude.
Did you feel your tummy, baby? Did you feel your tummy?
No. She just
I don't like to call my significant other though when they're working. Like if you call me during your work day, it's good. But I don't like to call you during your work day. Like if I'm married to Jay, I would be apprehensive about calling him during his work day, depending on what his workload look like. So if he'd be like, today gonna be a busy day, ain't nobody in, it's crazy, I might not call Jay. If I know you running for a flight,
right?
I might say, well,
what you doing?
Somebody call.
You're flipping ridiculous.
You see.
No, I'm just
trying to see how busy the work day is.
see.
You know me. I just hit the button.
I sent you the voicemail. See the disrespect? You see the disrespect?
You see the
disrespect?
Who happens? You see what happens?
Yo, the disrespect.
So I think to each his own. Everybody
knowing your mate, knowing your partner, knowing your spouse.
Yeah. All right. So I have decided from the last game that we played with each other, where y'all decided what was important in a relationship. I decided to have more questions for y'all to answer. Now, these are qualities. There's a game we call Building a Mate. There's a new game that I created. You see, last night I became very creative.
We get to build a man today.
We get to build a woman, and y'all get to build a man. Unless there's
something
y'all
want me to do that.
Unless there's something you want to tell me. So you got to pick one of these qualities. I'm going to give you two qualities, and you got to pick one of them. That means the other one you don't get. The other one you do not get. So once you pick, the other one it's up for grabs. He may or she may have them or not have them. Okay? All right. I will, and whoever wants to answer the question. The first qualities are honesty or reliability. I have to preface this that
When I tell you honest, that means the person is amazingly honest. Reliability means this person is amazingly reliable. Like this is the number one you've never met a person this reliable in your life. And you've never met a person this honest in your life. Because I have something invested in this. Shawnee Scott, I would like you to go first. Which one?
I'm going to say reliable.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah. So that means honesty.
I can rely on you. Well, I can rely on you.
Yes.
To do whatever you say you're going to do. And
That's
so you kind of get both of them with that. But if you're honest, you will honestly tell me that I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be able to do it. You're not going to try to accomplish it. But if I can rely on you, okay.
Now, reliability kind of coincides with honesty, but just on things they will do. Because reliable means when you say you're going to do something, that means you're being honest. You are going to do it. But that's just on things reliable on you relying on that person. But honesty, that means honesty is out the window. That means I will be sure to pick the kids up on time and I will drive them over. But there's a chance I could be lying to you about other things. So you're taking reliability.
It's the same.
Yeah, I know they're almost the same, but we gotta take them. We gotta split them up. Didn't you just hear what I just said? What's your phone number? See if I can call you.
I was waiting for Tashambi to give his or Afro Queen, Stacy. Yeah, y'all.
And anybody wants to, if you want to pick one, but you got to pick one. That means reliability. Yes, the honesty is in relying on things that they will do for you. If they say they're gonna do something, they will do it. But that doesn't mean they're gonna tell you the truth about talking to a chick on the phone or talking to a dude on the phone. That don't mean they're gonna tell you the truth about where they was at. No, no, I'm not calling you. First of all, you can't have my number.
Star 60.
I love art. So honestly, if you're watching right now, tell us which one you pick. All right, Mo, which one you got?
So one of my rules: don't lie to me. I don't care what it is. Don't lie to me. Reliability. I'm with you. I think sometimes they go hand in hand. But my biggest thing is honesty, being truthful.
Okay, well that was good. Jay Black.
It's not even close. Honesty. Next.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
All right.
Not
now
even
remember these two qualities.
Virgos.
These two qualities they're amazing. They're amazing at this. A sense of humor or affectionate. The person either is amazingly affectionate or can make you laugh nonstop. But remember, I don't care if you lie. I'm gonna lie too. All right, Rich. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, keep it 100. Keep it $150 in here.
Chicks tell me like, don't do it behind my back.
Sense of humor or affectionate. That means if the person is funny, you don't get no affection. If the person is affectionate, the person ain't funny. Now, there's a lot of people that ain't funny.
That's not fair, Mike.
That's part of the game. That's why it's the game.
Decision.
Well, that's why. Well,
you gotta pick.
You gotta pick. Go ahead, Scott. Amazingly funny or affectionate. Okay, Afro Queen said maybe reliability.
She said be funny. Afro Queen.
Oh, Afro Queen is on it now. She said be funny.
I think I'm gonna go with funny because, yeah.
Why? Cause what? Wait, don't stop there. Cause what?
Because I don't know. I guess funny.
But why not? Why funny? You said cause. Why funny? Why is affectionate not important? Why? Because now there's no affection. Ain't no hugs in the morning.
I didn't say it wasn't important, but I don't know. I'm gonna just say funny.
All right, she says funny.
Yes. I don't know.
Sexy Mo. Amazingly funny, an amazing sense of humor, or amazingly affectionate?
See, this is hard because I love an affectionate, attentive man.
Just not on the phone. Right? Just not on the phone. Just not on the phone. Affectionate. All right, somebody said affectionate.
When times get rough, I need somebody to make me laugh. So I'm gonna go with I need you to be amazingly funny. Like you gotta have a sense of humor. We gotta laugh through the craziness. Yes.
All right.
I need humor.
Facts on facts. Jay Black, I need to know. Rodney Perry said affectionate. I got the funny.
He got the funny side.
Yeah, it's unfair for us, Rodney. It's
unfair.
It's unfair for us. But sometimes, Rodney, sometimes we want somebody to make us laugh. Like I love when people make me laugh. I mean, I get a kick out of that. Go ahead, Jay Black. What you got?
It has to be funny. Like I just need a sense of humor because I know I talk trash. I make jokes. So yeah,
and you're cold as ice, so you don't need.
I don't need the affectionate.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you don't need a hug.
Your what is it? Love language is cooking for me and making sure little stuff like that is good. That speaks volumes to me way more than
back in the day. Jay was the only person I know. I don't know if y'all remember when they were selling the pet rock. Like Jay got a pet rock because there was no affection needed. Like he just
shut up.
He just laid it there.
I don't need all that. I just don't need it.
No affection.
That looked like affection to me.
Oh, we want to put up pictures? I thought we was putting up pictures and videos. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. Next.
Cause I'll let you know. I'll let you know which one I picked. But go ahead, Jay Black. You said what? You said
I said funny, humor. Humor is it. Humor.
All right, I'll give y'all an easy one now. And Tasabi said humor can bring out affection. Yeah, but I mean that is true because humor has, sometimes panties drop. After a joke. This one's easy. I gave y'all an easy, fun one. Shawnee, somebody who's amazing with kids or is an amazing handyman, which means he can fix anything you need fit. You ain't never got to call nobody to fix your car. You ain't got to call the air conditioner go down. This man can fix that air conditioner with a toothpick and butter. I don't know what the butter's for, but the toothpick and butter. Which one do you need? I mean, fix anything.
Well, it depends on what stage I'm at in life. Like right now in life, they got to be amazing with kids. Now, once my kids get out the house, then I need a handyman. I don't need nobody amazing.
All right. Well, right now, then, what you need? Richard.
Jeez, Richard.
It's on fire. What's going on?
Somebody amazing with my kids.
What if they start liking another person more than you? Would you get jealous? Because I would.
My dad'll never happen. That ain't gonna never happen.
No. Just hypothetically speaking, I know it's virtually impossible. What if that happened? Would you get jealous? Just a sidebar question, because I would.
That I can't even wrap my mind around it with my kids.
So that would that means you couldn't handle it. You'd be like, no, that doesn't. You probably
I wouldn't. Now I could. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but I mean, I wouldn't. And now we'd have problems. You don't like nobody more than you like me.
Thank you. That's what. Clap it up for that.
The realness came out. She was dancing.
Yeah, she was tap dancing. She was Sammy Davis Jr. for a second. She was Gregory Hines. Then she said, "No, we got a problem. Why the hell y'all paying so much attention to TT? I don't give a damn. She played Jenga with you."
Ronnie said, "Handy.
You
need
a handy woman.
Handy woman.
Dog. If I met a handy woman, even though I kind of have met a handy woman before, not to that level, but if you met a handy woman that could fix everything in the damn house, trust me, my ego would not.
That'll message your ego.
No, it wouldn't.
Does it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I can't.
It would mess with Mike.
Let me tell you about my ego. Let me tell you about in my house.
Washing.
When we brought stuff home that had to be put together, do you know who put it together? My daughter, Akela. Akela would lay it all out, no matter how many parts it was. And I would look and I'd be like, you need some help? She'd be like, Dad, don't worry about it. I got this. She already knew I wasn't built. Like, she already knew. So, my ego.
You over here tearing my stuff up.
I'll be tearing your stuff up. How I be tearing your stuff up?
You can fix stuff. So it's broke. I'll go through here and check.
What did I fix?
Mike was a handyman.
Okay. Mike ain't handy.
Well, he's not.
Oh, I'm not.
Far from it.
I'm not handy.
He's playing like he was, I guess.
Now, my thing is, I don't have. If I get into something, I will research it and I will fix it. but I'm not that person. My hubby can't fix ish. He pays to get it fixed. That's what
And
I
I'm
do.
fine with that.
My kids already know something broke. They were like, leave it alone. We're gonna get a new one.
Daddy can't fix it.
They're like, we about to get a new one. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't worry about it.
I got a flat. Hey, I better call AAA because I ain't getting out here changing no tire.
No, I'll drive to you. I'll give you my car. You drive back home because our daddy's gonna wait for AAA right here to fix that tire. All right, Mo, what you got?
My dad taught me to fix a lot of things, so I am gonna go with you got to be good with kids because I got one that's like having 10, and I need you to have patience. I need you to be able to rock out on the parent tip, especially if you're gonna be around these parts for a long time.
Yeah, I'm good with kids because I always say, so what's going on? Oh, that's what's going on. All right, well, when your mom come home, we'll figure this out.
When the mom come home, we'll figure this out.
Or I'll just be like, so exactly what would your mom tell you right now? Just tell me what your mom would exactly tell you, right? And tell me exactly, because I'm gonna call her and see if y'all lying. Tell me exactly.
Yeah, they go to phone call. It's like, again, but sometimes I might need for you to handle things right there on the spot. Don't call me, goddarn it, because if that's the case, I could handle it all myself from the beginning. I need for you to make some executive decisions sometimes.
Well, that you know what? You rolling the dice, because if you make the wrong executive decision, now you have a problem with the kids and you have a problem with the other. And you're like, damn, I should have made that phone call. I should have never let y'all eat cheesesteaks for breakfast. Jay Black, which one you got?
A man doesn't need to know how to fix things. He could, as long as you could write the check to pay somebody to fix it. If you can't fix it, that's all good.
What you got, Jay Black? Amazing with kids or amazing handy woman?
It has to be kids as a male that has an ego if you're trying to fix everything. And I need help with the kids. So obviously for me, it got to be kids.
I don't know how to fix an ego. I don't know why that bothers
my
you.
dad taught me how to change the oil in my
A
car.
man's supposed to do what a man's supposed to do.
All of that.
As long as you take care of it, the man did it.
There's certain things is I like, what are we doing? Like, no, that's too much. Certain things is too much. I get if you're doing something little.
Even if you know how to do it, Jay?
It's too much. It's too much.
So,
like little stuff.
As frugal as you are with your money, you rather pay another man to do something that your
no, and why can't I figure it out? What is it?
Because you don't know how to change timing belts in the car. You don't know how to change the timing belts in the car.
Well,
she
ain't the one going there. I'm the one that's handling it. So it's like now if she's taking the lead, I'm going to this mechanic and this is
she can fix it on her own. She could save you $1,500 and fix it on her own. What you gonna do? You don't know how to change them timing belts in them old school cars.
Nah, that's weird. I don't want my wife under the hood of no car.
Why is that weird?
Call me old school.
She's cheating on him because she's under the hood of the car.
Keep going. We got allegedly still trying to squeeze in.
Oh, damn. All right. Real quick. Everybody, you got 2 seconds to answer the question. Amazingly healthy and good looking and super healthy, lives a healthy lifestyle, an amazing lifestyle, or just an amazing cook. Which one you want? Because y'all just going to gain weight together.
Healthy and good looking.
Healthy and good looking. Okay, Bo, real quick. Which one?
Healthy and good looking.
Oh, nice. Nobody cares about the cooking. Jay Black, which one?
Eats all day.
I know how to cook.
You said cooking or healthy?
Or amazingly healthy and good looking.
Healthy and good looking, or know how to cook.
I said 2 seconds, my dude. I said 2 seconds. Like, what the hell?
You gotta think about it.
What the hell is this?
Because we can order out. I need to be attractive, so it got to be healthy and good looking.
No, but you're gonna complain if your Uber Eats all the time. You're gonna be like, why can't you learn how to cook? I already know, Jay. Like, it's gonna be a problem.
Make my bacon.
You can't make bacon. We got to Uber and DoorDash bacon.
Yeah, that would. But yeah, on the surface, that's. I mean, you got a good valid point.
All right, y'all. So allegedly with Sexy Mo, let's get to it. Healthy, Stacey Mitchell.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that comment. I want to see that.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly with Sexy Mo. Powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
All right, you got 5 minutes. Get to it.
So we're going back to the whole Balenciaga, story we talked about earlier. Of course, they've since taken the campaign down, right? But Kim Kardashian, who we all know, the Kardashians are one of the biggest, advertisement, walk-in and live-in advertisement for Balenciaga. And so Kim K says you know, after careful, talks with their team, and she wanted to take her time with this. She wanted to massage this. She says, I've been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted or outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted the opportunity to speak with the team and understand for myself how this could happen. She says, as a mother of 4, I've been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize the abuse of children in any kind or any way should have no place in our society, period. So she says all of this, but she hasn't cut ties with Balenciaga. She says, okay, they've taken it down. She's appreciative of the fact that they've taken steps to correct, the whole corrective action of it. But she's still not saying that she is disconnecting from.
Yeah, because you're a fraud. If you have kids and you think there's some pedophilia going on, you have that much money. I'm not talking about, I can't tell you to cut it off if you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage, if you cut off the relationship and you're not going to be able to take care of your kids. But when you damn near a billionaire, you are able to cut it off. But your mama ain't going to let you because she's a shark. And guess what? You done taken part in this. And Kanye said you were allowing his daughter and your kids to be used like that on social media. So listen, man, you're a fraud. And I'm not rocking with this because what you tried to do, and Candace Owens will play Candace Owens' comment. She nailed it. She nailed what she was doing. I'm going to paraphrase. You waited because your mom told you it's Thanksgiving. This will blow over. Let's wait till it blows over. But it didn't because the hashtag exploded and everybody knew about it. And the people who ain't speaking out about it, like Kanye said, and I'm not a Kanye, like super rock out with Kanye because I never know what he might say that's going to piss me off. But he said it too. These celebrities ain't going to speak about that because they're part of a Hollywood industry that peddles these little kids just like that for decades. Anyway, next story.
But no one sided with Kanye when he pointed out, all of these things that y'all are pointing out against me, cancel culture. But he said, you guys are not even looking at the real puppet masters. Who's really controlling all of this? Who's really controlling what gets put out and what we like and what we follow in terms of brands? And I think Jay Black has a clip of that.
I think Jay Black has a clip of that.
That was supposed to be the segue, but
I think Jay Black has a clip of that.
I'm scared to hit it because if I hit it, I think it'll shut down.
Jay Black has
a sample
clip
a smidgen
of has a T H.
Let's see.
A. The only reason I do this because if the roles were reversed, Jay Black would have a field day right now.
What do you mean? She just sent me the clip last second. I'm like, wait, what is this? I'm like, oh, okay.
All you gotta do is hit the button.
And we're not gonna have time for another story. Go ahead. Come on, Kanye. Kanye will mess up a show. Kanye will mess up a God, man, Kanye.
All right, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Hit play.
I guess the play ain't playing.
The play ain't playing.
The play ain't playing.
Yeah, so that ain't happening.
All right, Kanye basically said the same thing. He said these celebrities are not going to support. These celebrities aren't going to say nothing about it. They're the number one influencers, and he said they're really not influencers.
Celebrities out here, don't let them influence you in any way because they're controlled by the people who really influence the world. There's no such thing as a celebrity influencer. That all these people, they're not serving God. If they serve God, then believe what they're talking. The world saw it, and no one's saying anything.
Well, Kanye,
Nobody's boycotting, and nobody's taking all of their Balenciaga wear, which is very expensive, might I add. Nobody's taking their Balenciaga stuff and burning it and protesting in the streets.
Now there are regular people doing it in London. There are regular people actually cutting up their stuff.
Right.
And but we
won't.
Yeah.
We're talking about these so-called influencers that we talk about, these celebrities. Where are the celebrities that are speaking out about this? Taking, where's their protest? Where's their outrage? Where you don't see Kim K taking a whole big trash can or a dumpster and throwing all of her Balenciaga stuff in it and burning it. You see her massaging the situation.
And she's good at that. She's good at massaging.
About hoping that it goes away. She's massaging the situation.
Yeah. All right. We got to wrap up the show. It's Rodney Perry Live is up next. And I'm going to crunch we were talking about relationships earlier, about certain things that, people say should happen in a relationship and not. So is just me. Is it just me, or the most dangerous thing to give advice on to somebody is their relationship? Some of y'all have been married for 20 years and y'all think y'all experts at relationships, but you're only an expert at that person you're in a relationship with. I will tell people right now, I don't care if you're happy in a relationship and you've been together for 10, 15 years and you have an open relationship where y'all both banging other people and doing whatever, but y'all happy. You know what? You're happy. So you done made it. Your relationship is working. So if my opinion says the person, you shouldn't allow another man to enter your woman, that ain't none of my business, because you done made it happen. If you guys don't celebrate Christmas and celebrate holidays, I'm like, yeah, but you what are you doing? You're doing a disservice to your kids. But your kids are doing well in school. They're happy kids. My advice is nil and void. Y'all cats are sitting here acting like experts, and the majority of y'all are going through a failed relationship right now. Or the ones I hate is you people who are single, who are literally giving relationship advice. You're single. You haven't figured it out yourself. Or the ones that tell you these are the red flags on what you should find in a man. But you on the other post are bragging and ridiculing your baby father and killing your baby father. So obviously you didn't know what you was doing when you picked him. Oh, so now you learn. So the red flags in him is going to be the red flags in the good dude. Just shut up and let people figure this out on their own. Like, you're going to figure it out on your own. It's going to be some hard knocks. You're going to find some trifling people that you deal with that break your heart. And you're going to find some people that you actually connect with, and the relationship still ain't work. You could be two good people, but together it doesn't work. That doesn't mean there were no red flags. The girl could read. She was great with her kids. She kept a clean house. But for some reason, when we came together, we didn't match. It was the square trying to get pushed into the circle. There weren't no red flags. So keep your advice to yourself. Learn on your own, the way I had to learn. You touch the stove, it's too hot, take your hand off the stove and get the hell out. That's it. But maybe it's just me. Thank y'all for joining the show. Tomorrow, we will be back at it. Sexy Mo, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. That's it. What was that last comment? Let's rock out on this last negative comment. What was that? Ain't nobody effing my woman, period. Okay, Charles. Well, then it's not for you. Okay. Then that's not for you. I don't think you understand what that was, just an example. Okay. All right. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on